Tomorrow, a very important show. I've told you the problem. Tomorrow, I am going to lay out a plan. Do not miss it. Back now with Michelle Malkin, author of Culture of Corruption. Also, Pat Caddell. He is a former senior advisor to President Carter and a liberal Democrat who is just as concerned, God bless you, my friend, as I am about the country. Okay, Michelle, well, let me start here. Can we please play the tape of the Black Panthers in Philadelphia that this administration has decided not to pursue? They were intimidating people there. If that's not intimidation, we're talking about an army now being built by our president, a civilian national force. Now, if that's not intimidating to, you know, as Barack Obama would say, to his grandmother, who is a quote, typical white person who has the fear of a black man bred into them, I don't know what is. I'm just using his example. So we have the Black Panthers. We also have, let me go, Louis Farrakhan, please. Play the video of Louis Farrakhan.
You are the instruments that God is going to use to bring about universal change. And that is why Barack has captured the youth. When the Messiah speaks, the youth will hear.
Okay, then one last. We have been looking for 2 weeks for connections on this. We can't find anything. They've sealed this story down as tight as a drum. But look how these guys are dressed. Military. Listen to what they're saying. Remember this from the election? And we all thought it was nuts. I mean, what is this?
Because of Obama, I'm inspired to be the next doctor. Because of Obama, I'm inspired to be the next lawyer.
Okay, stop. I am not suggesting that the President of the United States or anybody in this government has anything to do with the Black Panthers, with Louis Farrakhan, or this group here. But this is that was a very militant-looking group. The Black Panthers are very militant-looking, and they are militant. Pat, what is happening here?
Black Panthers. The Justice Department wanted to prosecute them. Mr. Holder decided not to. Meanwhile, he wants to go after the CIA, the people trying to protect us. So I just want to, the balance here, and this thing is unbelievable. But I don't know. I want to know, you know, you showed that when I saw it during the campaign, I didn't understand it. The civilian army concept.
Right.
I'm still trying. I'm like you. Somebody please explain to me what that meant. But more importantly, then I see there's this bill in Congress that says we're going to ask people to volunteer to serve for 10 years in the government, then they will pay off their college loans. Mm-hmm. Well, I was on the board at the U.S. Military Academy at West Point. I was on the board of visitors. We paid everyone. We took all their room, board, education, and stipend for 4 years, and you had to serve 5 back to your country. I don't know what 10 years is, unless that's permanent,
no,
but I
permanent.
want to know where this comes from. The problem is there's so much going on that you talked about. We've talked about these connections of people, and I keep saying, but people in my own party better pay attention because, you know, I hope it's not the president. I think that he's literally being sabotaged. There's somebody else driving another bus here.
Okay, Michelle, first of all, control room, can I bump the next thing and can we stay with just a couple more minutes? Okay. I'm sorry, my producers are like, what? Michelle. Yes, go ahead.
Can I just make a point? Because I have a point of disagreement with both of you, I think. On the whole, is the left as right as the bad? And what are the connections to establishment parties? In fact, the case of the new Black Panthers illustrates my point that it is a linear relationship. It is a continuum and not a circle. Because, of course, one of the new Black Panther thugs who got charges dropped was a man named Jerry Jackson, who was a Democrat official in Philadelphia. And it is the Democrat Party that needs to answer for its tolerance of these people within its own ranks. And just one other point is just about the continuum. We talked about the Ruckus Society. We talked about the Storm and its offspring, one of which is called the School of Unity and Liberation. And its main funder was the Tides Foundation. Glenn, you've talked numerous times on your show about the Tides Foundation and the connection between Tides and Drummond Pike and Acorn. And there is a direct direct relationship between Acorn and President
Michelle,
Obama. President Obama's campaign paid $832,000 to an Acorn front group. The connections are far greater on the left between the Democrat Party and these fringe groups than they are on the right and the Republican Party.
Here's the thing, and please keep everybody on the screen. Here's the thing. I think and Pat, you and I talked about this the other day, I think that there is a new Democratic Party that the Democrats around the country don't know yet. They don't know. They think, oh, no, it's just my Democrat. It's just, you know, I'm a Democrat. We're not bad. I'm not a socialist. I'm not a communist. I'm not a radical. I'm not in with the Black Panthers. But, Michelle, I believe you're right that there is a connection, just like, Pat, I said to you about Michael Moore. They got in and they infected the system. And the Democratic Party, as my grandfather was a Democrat, that's over. It's over. Or it's being held down with a pillow and a gun to the pillow. Am I wrong?
Michelle, I want to respond to what you said. First of all, I was talking about
hold on. I'm being yelled at by the control room. We'll come back. Hang on just a second.